Eala Jovic get boot in ASB Classic doubles. Manila, Philippines. Alex Eala absorbed her first loss in 2026 after bowing out of the ASB Classic women's doubles tournament at the hands of Chinese duo of Xu Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian Friday in Auckland. Eala and partner Eala Jovic crashed out of the tourney against the third-seeded pair, 7-5, 6-3, after 1 hour and 27 minutes of action. The Filipina will now have to wait for another chance at her first-ever doubles championship. Eala and Jovic had a strong start, going up 4-2 in the first set to gain control. But their opponents stormed back, tying things up at 4-all. And while the Philippines-US pair moved to within a game from getting the first set, Xu and Yang bagged the next 3 games to steal it, 7-5. Eala and Jovic had another strong beginning in the second set, grabbing a 3-1 advantage. But their opponents were just too good, flipping the script and not yielding another game to clinch the victory. Eala and Jovic earlier defeated the pair of Venus Williams and Alina Svitolina in the first round, before a walkover by Renata Zarazua and Jessica Malikova flung them to the semis. Zui and Yang will now face Guo Hanyu and Ledanovic, the second-seeded pair in the tourney, in the finals. Guo and Ledanovic earlier stamped their ticket to the championship round via walkover against Janice Chen and Katie McNally. Despite her exit in doubles action, Eala will still compete in the singles tournament, where she is already in the semifinals. From triumph to trial, the story of Eala and Jovic's ASB Classic doubles journey. In the high-octane world of professional tennis, every match tells a story, some of triumph, others of heartbreak, and many that sit somewhere in between. The 2026 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, bore witness to one such narrative, a compelling journey of promise, potential, and righteous determination from one of the sport's most exciting young tandems, Alexandra Alex Eala and Eala Jovic. Their run in the women's doubles event was more than a series of results. It was a dramatic arc that showcased youthful fearlessness, strategic brilliance, and the unvarnished reality of professional competition. Many watched, few expected, and fewer still anticipated just how rich and emotional this journey would become. Chapter 1. The Spark of a New Season. The ASB Classic is more than just another stop on the WTA calendar. It is a rite of passage. For the tennis world, it's a proving ground, a place to warm up early in the season, battle-tested and ready for the Australian Open. For Alexandra Eala, the 2026 edition marked an opportunity to solidify her rising status and test herself across both singles and doubles draws. At just 20 years old, Eala, already regarded as a beacon of Filipino tennis, carried both national hopes and personal ambition onto the courts in Auckland. Partnering with 18-year-old American Eala Jovic, the pairing promised a blend of youthful energy, bold athleticism, and daring hands at the net. Together, they were electrifying. Their first challenge came against two of tennis's most revered figures, Venus Williams and Alina Svitolina. These were no ordinary opponents. Williams, a 5-time Wimbledon champion and tennis icon. Svitolina, a former top-ranked pro with Olympic medals and decades of experience. The duo was as decorated as it was intimidating. Yet Eala and Jovic refused to bow. In a breath-catching performance, they upset the veteran tandem in straight sets, 7-6, 9-7, 6-1. This was not just a win, it was a statement. For the young duo, this victory was symbolic. Youth could match experience, and bravery could outplay legacy. Fans didn't just see a win, they felt a seismic shift. Eyes lit up. Phones were raised. The crowd sensed something special. Chapter 2. A Blessing in Disguise. The Quarterfinal Walkover. Following their stunning first-round triumph, fate dealt another twist in Eala and Jovic's favor, a walkover in the quarterfinals. Their scheduled opponents, Jessica Malikova and Renata Zarazua, were unable to take the court, propelling Eala and Jovic straight into the semifinals without lifting a racket. To some, a walkover might seem anticlimactic. But for Eala and Jovic, it delivered both rest and renewed confidence, a chance to recharge before the biggest challenge yet. And yet, it also posed a subtle test of rhythm and momentum. In elite sport, nothing is quite as strange as winning without playing, and doubly so when you're on the brink of history. Still, this unusual passage didn't diminish their sense of readiness. If anything, it underscored how unpredictable tennis can be, a sport where chance and skill dance on equal balletic footing. Chapter 3. The climactic semifinal. The semifinals brought Eala and Jovic up against the third-seeded Chinese pair Yifan Xu and Zhao Xianyang, a seasoned duo with years of doubles expertise and a stable of titles to their name. The atmosphere was electric. Auckland's summer sun dipped low, tennis balls crackled against strings, and the crowd, now fully invested, brimmed with anticipation. From the opening points, it was clear this match would be a battle of resolve. Eala and Jovic started aggressively, riding on confidence and instinct. They took control early in the first set, propelling themselves to a 4-2 lead with smart placements, nimble touches at the net, and a visceral hunger to win. But sports, like life, is rarely linear. Xu and Yang, anchored by their experience and tactical acumen, responded forcefully. They leveled at 4-4 and began to seize momentum, not through brute power, but through precision, patience, and unflinching consistency. At 5-5, the match teetered, and in those crucial moments, small margins became massive. A net ball that clipped the tape, a volley that missed its mark by a whisper. Slowly but decisively, Xu and Yang edged ahead, taking the first set 7-5. In the second set, Eala and Jovic struck again, an early 3-1 lead. Once again, they proved they belonged on that stage. But professional tennis is unforgiving. Xu and Yang seized command with an incredible run of 5 straight games, showing why experience is often described not as wisdom only but as survival skill. The match concluded 7-5, 6-3 in favor of the Chinese pair. Thus, Eala and Jovic's doubles journey came to an end, but not without leaving bruises on the tennis psyche of their opponents and deep impressions on fans around the world. Chapter 4. Reflections Beyond the Scoreline. For many, the headlines will highlight the defeat. Eala, Jovic get boot in ASB Classic doubles. But numbers cannot tell the whole story. Sport is more than win and loss. It is struggle and courage, growth and grace. And this particular collision between youthful spirit and seasoned mastery exemplified that truth. Youthful contenders. Eala is not just a tennis player. She is an embodiment of a burgeoning tennis culture in the Philippines and Southeast Asia. She competes with a fire that seems too vast for her years, commanding her ground with a blend of cerebral shot-making and raw athleticism. Her partner, Eala Jovic, embodies similar tenacity,